White
IPA. Hello guys, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. Hopefully just a quick one. It's going to be an update and a video of the White IPA that I brewed on Sunday. I'm going to try and get this up. It is Wednesday today. It's what, 7:20 or so. I'm trying to do this quite quickly because I want to try and get this up for Wednesday, because I said happy Homebrew Wednesday and I don't really get them up on Wednesdays usually when I say that. So I'll try and do that. But also I want to go and watch football. So yeah, I'll make it as quick as I can. So this is about the White IPA that I brewed on Sunday. Quick rundown of the recipe. Grain bill is extra pale Maris Otter, but extra pale Maris Otter. 3.5 kilos. Wheat malt 2 kilos. Flaked wheat 340 grams. Flaked oats 340 grams. Then hops, it was Magnum. I was originally going to put Pacific Jade in, but I changed it. So it's Magnum at 60 minutes. Magnum 10 grams. 30 minutes 12 grams of Centennial. 20 minutes 25 grams of Amarillo. 15 minutes 25 grams of Centennial. 10 minutes 25 grams of Amarillo. 5 minutes 12 grams of Centennial. So quite a lot of hops going into the boil there. Then I'm going to dry hop it with 25 grams of Galaxy. Should be IBUs of about 53. Then I've also used the Y yeast, Belgian Wit Y yeast 3944. Never used that before. It was a smack pack, and I've never used smack packs before. Something else I was using, I've got some brew footage I'll show you, but you'll see that now it's my third brew using the pumps and using the immersion chiller as like a Herms. All going well so far, not bad. But the first two just didn't hit the numbers, but I think it's just I'm going too fast. So I saw a couple of videos, number one by I Want to Brew Chris, Homebrew Chris, where he said that he used the Jim Payne Old Farts method of slowing it all down, not underletting, putting in the grains really slowly and stirring them in. So the water in first into your mash tun, put the grains in slowly, stir them in, and then do a mash over 90 minutes, recirculating the whole time, but really, really slowly. So I did that. Then I did a fairly slow sparge, although it could have been slower. I mean, Jim Payne's calls for, about an hour's worth of sparge. I just can't go that slow. So I kind of switched it on, and I fly sparged, and it took me about half an hour, maybe something like that, to fill up the boil kettle, and then obviously just follow the drop pellet, the hop drops after that. I'll show you some footage and then I'll tell you about how it went. Just to let you know what's going on here, we got the mash tun. So we're slowly recirculating through there. It's I'm trying to keep it a real sort of trickle, if you like. It'd be better if it was coming out of more of those holes in the sparge thing, but don't worry. So I've got coming out there, going into the bottom tap. As you can see, the ball valves turned sort of quite low, going back up, through here and up into that's the chiller, the immersion chiller, but it goes round and around there and comes out and goes back into the mash tun. So here you go, guys. So it's basically, like you've seen the mashing, this is just the sparging. So I'm trying to keep it nice and slow. So it's going, it's not going through the coil's still in there, I've left it in there from before. So it's coming out of here, going into pump one, going out of pump one, coming up and into there. Now I've got this fairly slowly. You can see I've still got water on top there. I might sort of move this around a little bit to try and get some more of these bits at sides, but hopefully we're sort of washing through that grain there. Then going down out of there into pump 2, and then up out of pump 2 and into here. She's coming along nice and slow at the moment, so I might even slow that down a little bit more just so we can get that sorted out nice and slowly, does it? Yeah, so once that's in and I've collected, oh, what do I want, about 28, 29 litres, something like that in here, I'm going to stop that and start boiling it. So that's that working. Cheers. Boil achieved. So we're going to add in the first lot of hops, which is 10 grams of, what was it? I think it was Magnum. 10 grams of Magnum. Yeah, I changed it halfway through. Right. Ooh, there we go. Oh, it's interesting stuff, boys. Can't believe you watch this shit. Anyway, right, cool. Stir this in. I don't mean it's shit, I don't mean that at all. It's all great stuff. Fabulous content all the way. Brewboy Calaby, spread the word. Get that hoppy goodness in there. Done, cool. Back in half an hour. Okay, 30-minute addition, 12 grams. 12? 12. Yeah, 12 grams. 12 grams of Centennial. Right there. And we chuck that in. Boom. Next one is at 20 minutes, so back in 10. Right, this is actually the 15-minute drop. There was a 20-minute drop, which was 25 grams of Amarillo, but my phone ran out of battery. No, ran out of storage, so I had to go and empty it. So this is 25 grams of Centennial going in. Doing that one, including those two. Right, wait a minute. Okay, now move. Bloody things. There we go. Done. In. Whoops. Steamed. Done. Right, 10-minute addition, 25 grams of Amarillo. And I'll put some of this in. Protofloc, but I've got granules. I don't know why I ended up with granules. Should have got the tablets, but I'm going to put some of that in. Cheers. Bye. Final drop, 5 minutes. 12 grams of Centennial. And it goes in like so. Bloody things. So, there we go. Bro, got him. I'll stir that in. And 5 minutes we'll be starting the chill. And I'll show you I'm chilling it down in a slightly different way, which is why the chiller isn't in there. So I'll show you that later. Cheers, bye. Yeah, so like I said, the first couple of times I used that system I had some sort of like first time I was massively under my efficiency levels, really didn't hit numbers at all, but that I put that down to the fact that I had a dodgy thermometer which is broken and was way off, so all my temps were way off. Then second time round I got a lot closer to the numbers, which was the porter, which is here, for the Black Beer of Christmas. Got closer to numbers, still didn't really hit them, was lower than I wanted to be, but it was a bit closer, not too bad. So this time round, obviously did all the different things now, was did in the Jim Payne version, but also doing using the PID that I had that you saw in the video there, and came out to be, I think it's about 81% efficiency, which is superb. Now I'll play around with that because it does, doing the Jim Payne old fart method, does have its downfalls in that it takes a hell of a long time to do the grains adding in, which isn't too bad. I don't mind doing that, but the whole 90-minute mash sort of takes a lot of time. Now, I've seen quite a lot of people saying that they think the 90-minute mash is the best and the most efficient way to get your efficiency up to those levels. So be it. If that's the case, then I'll have to do it. So I might just try and experiment that in future. I think the next couple of brews I'm going to stick with that and go with it, and then maybe just see if I can keep to that 80 or something percent efficiency. If I can, I'll then look to sort of bring those times down a little bit and see what affects what. So yeah, really happy with that. I had an original gravity. I was trying to get 1056 and I hit 1060. The activity that's in the fermenter at the moment looks pretty good. There's loads of krausen in there. I only collected about 18 litres in the end, and so there's quite a lot of headspace in there. So it's not bubbling like mad, but there's loads of activity I can see in there happening, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm hoping that it will get down to 1010, and if that's the case, we'll be looking at sort of 6.5% beer, which is on the high side, but that's okay. Not too worried about that, but happy with the numbers. One thing I wasn't happy about, or a couple of things I weren't happy about, when I've first of all, a few things I'm not happy about. Number one, chilling. It takes me bloody ages to do it. I told you I was going to show you a different way of chilling in there, and I didn't in the end, didn't get the footage, but the idea was to put the chiller into a bucket of ice and flow the water through the chiller, and it cools it down that way. It just didn't work. I mean, the ice water melted really quickly, and it was too warm before I knew it. So I soaked the chiller in Star San, gave it a good rinse and that, so it sanitised it, put it back into the wort and cooled it the traditional way of just flowing the cold water around. It was actually quicker, slightly quicker, probably altogether took me about half an hour to get it down to about 22 degrees. Then I put it into the fermenter and pitched the yeast in. So it was, that's number one thing. So chilling, I'm still not happy with that. I'm going to have to probably invest in a plate chiller, I think, is my plan. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. Then the other thing I wasn't happy with, when I moved the wort into the fermenter, first of all, when I turned the tap on, I noticed it came out really slow. And the reason for that was the bazooka inside the boiler really got loads of gunk all over it off of the hot pellets. I don't know whether that's something that other people get, I don't know. It seemed really bad, so what I had to do was get in there with the mash paddle and sort of like move it around a little bit, and it sort of like it started going through and coming through in bursts. So I wasn't happy with that. I don't know what I'm going to do about that though. Maybe another hot spider, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, when I chilled, I circulated as well through the pump, so I don't know if that disturbed up some of the hop debris that's pulled it a little bit out of the hop spider. There was plenty of hops left in the hop spider, so it hasn't, not as if there was a hole in there or anything like that. So, but I'll have a look at that and see if I can sort of sort out that. But that was the other thing I wasn't happy with. Third thing I wasn't happy with particularly was that's the first time I've ever used a smack pack for the yeast, and even though I found the little activator thing inside the pack, gave it a smack, I felt it go bang and I could hear the liquid coming out. When I actually opened up the yeast pack and looked, so there was still some liquid inside that little activator bag, so I didn't quite get all of it out, so I weren't too happy about that either. But that said, touch wood, it looks like there's plenty of activity going in there, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get down to the target of about 1010 or so. If it ends up being a 5.5% or a 6% or whatever, I'm not too worried about it. So let's see what we get down to, but hopefully that'll be all right. So all in all, really good brew day. I'm hoping this will be a great beer. It sounds great on paper. Amarillo is probably my favourite hop. Then we've got loads of Centennial and Galaxy, so it should be nice and fruity. We've got oats in there, we've got wheat in there, so it should be a lovely mouthfeel. So yeah, so really looking forward to this one and hoping that it turns out well. So guys, that's it. I will try not to keep it too long. I don't know what we're up to now because I haven't got a clue really, to be honest. So it's probably long enough. Guys, keep yourself safe, and I'll look forward to catching up with you next time.
You put the beer in the coconut and drink it all up. You put the beer in the coconut and throw the can away.